Hey, just a quick video calling all light workers. As energies intensify, as the churning intensifies, a natural separation occurs. It's like churning milk into butter. There's a natural separation of the cream, of the fat, of the oils, of the nature of oneself is revealed, the true nature. And those who have eyes to see and ears to hear can discern and distinguish between without condemning, while maintaining compassion, while bridging understanding, while exercising patience, while remaining devoted to the cause. Devotion doesn't mean that there isn't deviation sometimes. And I think that is one of the biggest inhibitors of a light worker, and I can speak for myself, to be able to shine. It is due to a self-limiting habits or pattern. It's really a pattern of thought. It's a belief, a self-limiting belief that appeases spiritual authorities. So just because something has been done one way all the time doesn't mean that it's going to be effective in the situation that you're in, based on the experiences that you've had, based on who you are now. We may need to adapt to the times, to the environment. And so I feel like I have been given a gift, many gifts. One, to just be able to say I survived this long, and for the grace that I feel to just be alive. To be alive gives me a sense of purpose, because I must be here for a reason. I believe there is meaning. I believe there is meaning. It doesn't mean that we have to over-ascribe a meaning, but I think as we go about our activities, when we remember who we are in the moments, especially when we're around people or interacting with people, performing our duties, there's meaning all around, and so I just want to call all light workers to set aside limiting beliefs, even if you feel obligated, or if you feel like, according to the letter of things, that you should behave a certain way, or you can't be a little bit flawed, right? We are part of nature. We are flawed. Bring it anyway. Bring it anyway. Have compassion for yourself and be bold in love in spite of your flaws, and in spite of your weakness, in spite of your fear, in spite of others observing you, forming opinions about you, feeling some type of way about you. That is difficult, because in a lot of ways we rely on others for, we're part of a system, we're part of a greater system, so it doesn't feel good to jeopardize your place in a system in order to be true. And that's what makes you a leader at the end of the day. And when leaders outgrow one environment, God places them in another environment. And so your light will never go to waste. The scripture I read today, not one hair on your head shall perish. So remember where you get refuge from. Remember who you are. Remember to bend the rules. Bend the rules, adapt, experiment. Love yourself enough to experiment for what works for you. And it'll be a constant evolution. Things are happening fast. Things are getting intense. Choices have to be made. There's no time for fear, no time for hesitation. But at the same time, we must recognize the rhythm and work with the power of God to seek it out, to become, I said this in my last video, but to become a magnifier of love and of light. So calling all light workers to step out of the hesitation of spiritual rigor and be disciplined in your pursuit of effectual living. That means find how you can feel aligned in your joy and how you feel best. Love yourself and find a rhythm. And that will be such a beautiful service to the world, to the people around you, to see you living worry-free, carefree, in confidence in the higher power, the highest creative power that is working incessantly to bless us with our highest and greatest good. That is the work. And so we are catalysts for that work, and the work is done in the hearts and in the minds of mankind. It's not an external entity. It's not an organization. It's not a business. It's not a system. It's not a government. It is one individual at a time. A change of heart, a spark of hope, a glimpse of the light, a deepened understanding, an opportunity, a connection to be made, a friend to be made, a good deed to be done, an act of kindness, an authentic, a true form of expression. That's what I feel like I have to, make a video, and I'm like, all right, this is my true form of expression. In many ways, it just comes pouring out of me sometimes. I just feel so grateful that there's a platform to just record and post, and may God bless it. May God bless you.